All right, everybody. Good morning. Oh, it's going to be one of those wonderful days with all of you here. We got new faces in the audience. That's great. We are going to talk at length about the layoffs at Disney and what they really truly mean. Barry the Music Man is here saying hi to everybody, along with the amazing Jill Powers. Hopefully she's doing well. And thank you for showing off the latest video. The lovely Juliet checking in from across the pond, and so many more of you. Good morning. Welcome to Hump Day. That's right. It is Wednesday, and it is the 15th. This is the last day to file your taxes unless you filed for an extension. So, you can do it yourself, apparently, and there's AI tax preparation happening as well. But sometimes it doesn't work out well. I'm not going to give you financial advice, but a professional might be more worth it to you. I want to say a huge shout out and thank you to Texas84 for gifting 5 CultureCasino memberships. Look at the name, go green. Amazing stuff. Thank you, Texas. And to those of you receiving them, big shout out to you. You're part of the group trying to get to 1,000 members on this channel as we try to get to 50,000 subscribers. Putin's back. Did not like Godzilla Minus Zero when the monster spit a mile away and made a hydrogen bomb. I was done. I enjoyed the film. So, I think we don't understand the power that we're working with here. Georgia Peach does, though. Good to see you. Happy Hump Day. There you go. Ms. Pig Cafe, thanks for being here this morning. Taking care of the green machine, along with others. Cat Slave is here, along with Morgan King. The Warlord is in our presence today. And we continue to move forward. What else do we got? We got love. Love is what we got. Look at you guys. Everybody's doing good. Davina Duckworth is in the house. I always want to say Davinia. I had extra letters and syllables. We've got Crouching Taylor Hidden Swifty. That would be Matt G. It rhymes. We got a few other folks running in the door today. It's time for that garden sizzle. There you go. Hey, I'm all for that. I like a little gardening. Good morning, Cat Slave. Hope things are going well. Buenos dias, indeed. All right, who else is out there? I think I saw Corporeal Being. I know for sure I see Andy Masterson, the most talented man on the internet. He's driving. Be safe, sir. All right, who else we got out there? Let's see. We got me. Okay, I'm not gonna highlight me. We're gonna do it live. That's right, doing it live. That's the plan. Ruby Hoove with a Culture Casino membership out there this morning, and Lee Kindler. That's right. Who else? Dominic Lopez in the house. Good morning, Culture. Good morning. Daniel Lewis got a gifty from the amazing Ruby Hoove, who gifted that Culture Casino membership. Thank you, Ruby. We got Rovi Hamlin in the house. Howdy, Culture. Top of the day to you. Well, top of the day to you, my friend. I love that saying. I wish we used it more here in the States. SFX of 314 Sabretooth Raptor hanging out with us today. One of the longest supporters I've got here. And been around for a long time. Also over at Comics Division. So, which, by the way, returns on Thursday. That'll be there tomorrow. D-Bud Martin, the promotion machine. Please smash the like button and share out the stream. Thank you, friend. And Cash Kester, the smoking man. Corporeal Being, like I said, is here. See, I knew it. I saw it. Batcap, hi all. Sorry, I was missing my wife. Had a scary incident with her treatment. Oh goodness, but is recovering and back home. Oh, good. That is so good to hear, and I'm glad. I'm glad everything is progressing, my friend. Keep me apprised. I hope everything is going well. Praying for you every day. All right, guys. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whatever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, but we do have bonus time because it's a wonderful Wednesday. Let's talk about this. Disney CEO Josh D'Amaro confirms the layoffs that I reported on several days ago. Most cuts hitting marketing and brand group, specifically Marvel, which we're going to talk about in bonus time, and what that means at a time when they're spending over $700 million to not just make, but promote this particular Doomsday film, which they moved, and they have to move the clock on. So we'll talk about that when we get there later today. But I just wanted you guys to know this is the probably the most important story, which is why I made a video about it this morning. Spider-Man brand new day footage at CinemaCon reveals Tom Holland's Peter Parker discovering Zendaya's new love interest, which has to be heartbreaking, but I don't care. If they dawdle too long on this particular story element, I'm done. I really am. And that's a shame, because I thought that of any of the Marvel things, Spider-Man stayed the most consistent. Young Sherlock renewed for a second season over at Prime Video. A lot of people are enjoying the show. Hopefully you're one of them. If not, well, second season's coming anyway. Taylor Sheridan's the Madison is renewed for season 3 by Paramount Minus. I'm saying it that way just for fun, but I like Paramount Plus. Ahead of season 2 debut, this will likely be one of the ways that Paramount's going to be able to hang on to Taylor Sheridan, which I think is a good thing. Godzilla Minus Zero trailer brings out the kaiju to New York City. That's right. That's where you can get a not real authentic salsa, apparently, also. But I'm looking forward to this, and I think it'll be a lot of fun, especially if they do it in the correct era. The filmmaker is, making it for IMAX, which is going to be amazing. By the way, TheaterCon's been a big thing right now. It's the only place we're getting information and hope. A lot of inside scoopage that is being confirmed there. And top theater chief vows to fight Paramount Warner Brothers merger, calls for even longer windows. I think long windows are important. I think that it also helps out the exhibitors. As the window shrinks, it only helps out the makers of movies. It doesn't help out the box office owners. So Charles Rivkin talked about this at length, and he talked about it in advance of his CinemaCon appearance as well. I have a feeling that CinemaCon is going to be more influential over the years, as it confirms stories that, well, let's just say James Gunn was very misleading about. Okay, he lied. This lady, Adria Arjona, is in the Maxima role at DC Studios, Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow. And this is the thing that James Gunn claimed. None of the trades or the scoopers were getting right, that this was a lie. Wrong. Speaking of wrong, Bloodborne is going to be a video game getting an R rating, animated movie adaptation from Sony. I'm not sure anybody asked for this, and Bloodborne got kind of twisted most recently. We'll have to see how this goes. It might be interesting. We'll have to see. I'm not going to judge it just yet. Social media powers online's ad marketing dominance. Okay. And Meta eats 70% of that pie. Well, that's bad news. You're putting your money into the boomers. I guess it's where the money is. As the generation older than me, and even my generation now, we're starting to get a transition of wealth. But look, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok capture 90% of social media advertising. That makes sense. They're most influential things in our world right now, which is why you kind of want to connect with people like me to promote your stuff if you have stuff worth promoting. Dr. Pimple Popper Sandra Lee suffered an onset stroke during season 2 filming. This news dropped yesterday like a hammer, because I know a lot of the ladies like this show. I just don't get into these kinds of things, but that's amazing. She obviously, it didn't, other than stopping shooting for a few weeks, nobody, I think, noticed. I mean, in season 2. Maybe you guys did. I didn't. Motion Picture Association boss Charles Rivkin, again, we'll talk more about him, says he wants to bolster the art of storytelling, and they're going to do that with AI. And they were also going to improve the fan experience. And I think maybe behind the scenes, filmmakers are talking about shortening the trailers, because we talked about that yesterday. White House Correspondents' dinner drama. Well, NBC News and PMS Now are planning dueling after parties, which makes sense. They're not the same company anymore. Not that I would go to either of these. I think I'd be looking for somewhere else. Massachusetts court is hearing arguments in another lawsuit alleging that Meta designed apps to be addictive to kids. They've already been found guilty of that once in one of the state lawsuits, so there's that. I'm not dissing boomers at all, Cat Slave. I'm just barely inside the qualifying window for X. But anyway, diplomats try to arrange more U.S. Iran talks during the first full day of American blockade, which China violated. We're not going to let that happen again, I don't think. Ben & Jerry's co-founder wants the company to be independent once more. Well, I hope he saves some of those pennies instead of giving them away to the Democrat candidates that he was supporting, or that ain't going to happen. 7-Eleven expects to close hundreds of its stores in North America this year because it's too difficult to do business in the United States, and in particular, California. 7-Elevens have been across the United States since they were founded and used to be an American company acquired by Japan. Circle K used to be well, in American company as well, still are, and the headquarters is, well, in my fair state. And finally, bear sightings in Connecticut are hitting an all-time high for this early in the spring, with over 1,000 so far. So, guys, be bear aware. And consider this is a record pace at over 1,049. Well, you're looking at 12,000 as last year's record being blown out of the water. With that, hey folks, be bear aware. Had a little cough there, had to mute. We've got a lot of stuff going on in the world today, a lot of different shows, a lot of different things to pay attention to. But one of the things I pay attention to for you is films that are coming up, films that are going to be affected by changes in the market and how the marketing works. Today I dropped a video this morning for everybody, but the people that are members last night got it early. That's one of the advantages is you get 2 or 3 early peeks at videos that are going to drop the following day. Please do check out that video after today's show. I'm sure that the moderators will link it in the text today. The next episode of The Boys is out today. From what I've heard, Mark, that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. Mark Lurseth in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't happen very often. It's good to see you, Mark. I haven't seen you in a minute. We got let's do this. We gotta share this particular window. I want to talk about it. This story coming out of that Park Place today, tax day, as one of our favorite Canadians showed up. I watched The Wrecking Crew. It was okay. Just dumb fun. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Psychotic Mongoose gifted a CultureCasino membership. Thank you, Psycho Mongoose. We got a couple other super dupers I gotta hit before we get to going. And I just want to say thanks again to Texas and Ruby Hoove for also gifting memberships this morning. Those are big deals and channel support. Try to get to that 1,000 number. It supports the channel. It makes the operations, well, pay for themselves. That would be great. Let's see who else is out there. Commander Ed Straker Shadow, Carl Singh, Randall Orzer, Terry Rose in the house today. Good to see you, my friend. And many, many more. But and I have to say, Penny. Snort was here for the bear story. Okay, let's get to the stories now. I appreciate y'all. You guys have no idea how much. DIY redirect to wherever after the stream, says Ms. Pickcafe over on the Green Machine. But do check out today's video. I think you'll get something out of it. All right, so let's talk about these Disney layoffs in this story from Marvin Montanaro over at That Park Place in the following screen. Bonus time. There we go. Look. Oh, wow. I can widen this window? Are you kidding me? Really? Okay. All right. Well, that's wild. And I didn't need to do it that way. I could have done it a different way. Hang on. We'll bring it back. There we go. Oh, now see, it was too big. I was wrong. Okay. Disney layoffs decimate Marvel workforce from VFX to comics. So there you go. It's more than just the marketing team, which is the thing that I'd heard was going to be the biggest impact, was all the various marketing division elements, which makes sense. They have been very poorly managing their marketing for quite some time. So there's that. And we got some other stuff that we can talk about, but these layoffs are a bigger deal than they're being made. They say, well, it's a small percentage of the company. We have 30,000 employees in Florida alone. All right. That's not the people they're laying off. They're not laying off the parks people, and they're certainly not laying off a lot of corporate people. There are some middle management people that'll get punched in the face by this, but it's really hitting where it you would expect, the places that are not producing what the results that you need, especially marketing, and that those waves are sending shock waves through Hollywood. And they're definitely being felt more deeply inside of Marvel, as we find out from today's video that I dropped, that a $700 million total spend all in for Doomsday is what they plan on. There's $400 million in movie, $300 million in marketing. That's how desperate they are for this to be good. And then we've got Ruby Hoove out there saying, have a wonderful Wednesday, Culture and Culturians. Thank you, Ruby Hoove. So much appreciated there. Rogue Thinker in the house. Thank you for commenting on today's video. And there's my pal. Where's my chips? I've spent money monthly for years on this channel and nothing. Well, I'll be seeing you soon. I'm expecting. We're planning our sojourn eastward, so we'll be seeing you soon, pal. I'm gonna put them in your hands directly, and I think that's gonna be special. And not only that, I have a special gift you're gonna get before anybody else does. Celebrity YouTuber in the chat, yes, sir. That'd be Mexican Iron Man, the most popular YouTuber out there. Project Cambrian is in the house. Says, methinks clownfish are right again. Disney is going to close down Marvel Comics and license them out for third-party production. That would make sense. And Neon actually is, well, he's still got a lot of contacts in the industry, so I would imagine he's probably somebody to listen to. So I haven't talked to anybody outside of the independent comic producers in a long time. So, but those rumblings, if Neon's heard him, I think that's probably true. Good for them. It's good stuff. Aloha, Tobak. All right, what else we got? We got other stuff going on. Nathan's in the house, I saw. KB in the house. Hey, Culture. Good to see you. All right, let's see. What else we got? Hey, and Tom's back. Tom's back. Everybody say hi to Tom. All right, back to work. So, as part of the sweeping corporate shakeup, eliminating roughly 1,000 jobs, layoffs have hit multiple Marvel divisions all at once, cutting into the infrastructure once powered the studio's unprecedented run of box office dominance. This follow-up story is brilliantly timed. Marvel hit across nearly every department. This isn't a targeted adjustment; it's a broad contraction, which is why, well, it's only this number of percentage of the company. Yeah. 2% of the company or whatever. I don't know. You're not selling that to me. According to reporting from The Wrap, layoffs have impacted Marvel employees in both Burbank and New York, stretching across film and television production, comics, franchise, operations, finance, and legal, which makes sense because they make crap like this Wonder Man garbage, which is not Wonder Man. It's Wonder Replacement DEI Man. That kind of reach signals something far more significant than routine cost cutting. It points to a company reassessing the scale of Marvel itself, which is too big. So, believe it or not, things are never too big to fail. They'll still fail. And for years, Marvel operated as a centerpiece of Disney's entertainment strategy, expanding aggressively across theaters and Disney Minus. Now that expansion is being reversed. Well, there you go. The collapse of the more content era, the reasoning behind the Marvel layoffs is tied directly to Disney's previous Bob Iger era strategy, which was, wrapped in failure and incompetence, especially after his return, after he pushed out Bob Chapek. What a scumbag. In the push to build Disney Minus, Marvel content was ramped up dramatically. Film, series, and spin-offs flooded the pipeline, requiring large teams across production, marketing, and support roles. But the strategery came at a cost. Yeah, everything sucked. Phases 4, 5, and as we head into 6, were total garbage. And you could tell that, they were cutting corners the entire time while still spending enormous amounts of money. Audience fatigue certainly played a role, but it wasn't the whole story. Disney also made a deliberate shift in focus, prioritizing new characters and identity-driven storytelling. This is so true. The Marxist identity factor creeped in there. And they sidelined many of the legacy heroes that built the franchise in the first place, citing the fact that they were expensive. But I tell you what, when you fail and you fail expensively, you should have just paid the actor, written the character properly, and not jumped forward decades to get to identity politics. That pivot didn't land the way the studio expected. Yeah. I think I said something similar in a recent article I wrote, but instead of expanding the audience, it alienated a portion of the existing fan base, leading to inconsistent returns and a noticeable erosion of the brand's once unshakable dominance. All true. Now, with a reduced slate of projects moving forward, the company simply doesn't need the same workforce it once did because they're not making things as aggressively. Publicity and marketing gutted out. The layoffs are primarily there. At least that's the strongest location. and the entire publicity teams have been eliminated in many cases. The home entertainment division is entirely gone, which they destroyed themselves. They really stopped investing in home media and instead went to digital media. No bueno. Um, wow, check it out. The first Dragon Queen says my review of a different girls getting it done in 30 minutes. Awesome. Yeah, I will be done it here in just a moment. And that's the proper amount of Dragon Queen power there. So it's good to see. You can check out her review on her channel, The First Dragon Queen. And thank you for the $5 super duper chat. Much appreciated. Anyway, so all that's gone. So even high ranking digital marketing executives have been let go because, well, they suck at it. They're now going to lean more on influencers. And these aren't peripheral roles. These are the teams that helped build or turn Marvel releases into global events. Removing them signals a major shift in how Disney plans to promote its biggest franchise moving forward. So the $700 million gamble that I was talking about is not a good one. That means that to break even, the film has to make at least $1.4 million. Oh, excuse me, $1.4 billion. That's the correct number. And I say that specifically in the video that I timed for today. Now, at the same time, Disney's cutting deep into Marvel's workforce. Another potential reality is looming in the background, one that makes these layoffs even more telling. Reports from industry chatter suggest that the Avengers Doomsday could carry a combined production and marketing cost approaching $700 million, potentially making it one of the most expensive films ever produced. By the way, I predicted these layoffs many days ago in an article that I wrote over on That Park Place, which was picked up by Newsbreak and other outlets. So you can check that out over on That Park Place, along with all Marvel's great articles. But look, this shift is not insignificant. Let's say you can't really ignore this. You can't ignore the fact that you know these are gonna wreck the very people you're gonna need for the promotion cycle. Um, or do you actually need these people? I think that may be the reevaluation point to begin with. I think that this was probably in Josh's mind when he got in at one point or another. And I think you're going to see a significant pullback on the spending for the next two Avengers films. Um, Dividing the new film into three parts is the only thing that makes sense going forward because this is so terribly expensive. Anyway, that's the story I wanted to share with you for sure today. Hopefully, you got something out of it. I'm going to go back, make sure I didn't miss anything, check all the super duper chats, and say thank you to Mexican Iron Man for gifting a $10 super chat to yell at me. I always found that wonderful. He's such a good friend. This is a man behind the scenes who makes makes everybody better. Mexican Iron Man. He doesn't want to admit it, but he's been a major factor for me, not just me, for Logie and so many more people, Snowdub, many, many more. I can never be grateful enough to Mike. So I say that publicly, and I appreciate him. All right. Let's see. Where are we going next? Are we going to head over to That Park Place? I don't know. Where do we want to go? He asks. Where do we want to go? Well, who do you want to be today? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to? I don't even know who's live, so let's take a look. We'll take a look and see who's live that I can redirect to on the red side of the equation. The green side's all up to either Ms. Pick Cafe or to you. I would prefer if you went and checked out today's video, which dropped this morning right before the show. It would certainly make my day to get you over there, hit the thumbs up button, and comment. And it would certainly help the channel, which I'm being suppressed massively right now. So I'm a little sick of that. I'm doing. I'm not even diving headlong into the politics of it all. So it's more than a little frustrating. Um, I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Um, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to redirect. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Um, let's see. We had pro yesterday, so there's no pro show. Yeah, there should just be that park place. You got Vash Sky later today, though. Got to check him out. Um, my pal Vash, he's killing it on his new channel. So be 18. There we go. I found it. That Park Place Live is your redirect this morning, which is just about an hour from now, a little over an hour. So, if the moderators could please put today's video into the chats, I'd appreciate you guys watching that and commenting, and give me a thumbs up. Makes a big difference. Difference. Automatic redirect will be to that Park Place, which starts in about an hour, as I said before. What do you guys have? Do you guys have anything I need to talk about rapidly? I'm gonna see. Hey, Angel Feliciano is in the house, and Doomsday has to make at least 2 billion in order to be profitable. That wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Honestly, redirect to that garden place. Actually, please do. If you haven't heard of that garden place, if this is your first time hearing about it, that's my gardening channel I just started. We have over 500 of you that are currently subscribers, trying to get to 1K. So do check that out. It'll be fun, and I'll be very appreciative. Jill says, okay, well, there's that. But yeah, definitely do check out that garden place and subscribe over there. Watch I have 3 full-length videos over there, long form, and some shorts. We got recipes. I'm producing several recipe shorts over the course of the next couple days, so those will be out. We'll be showing you how to make the pico, the salsa, and some other things. I'll also be diving into how to make an olla, which is the Spanish word for self-watering terracotta pot. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to do a lot of stuff that'll make your gardening much easier, especially if you garden raised beds or in areas that you would prefer not to have to walk to regularly to water. I'm going to teach you how to do that and so much more. And the magics of cardboard. So there's that. Culture says, I'll be going to comics and. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to a meetup event coming up soon. I'll give you all the details on that shortly. And Barry the Music Man dropping a super duper sticker for 99 cents. Thank you, friend. You're amazing. Project Camry says, yes, I'm awesome. And you know it, Culture. Autographs available after the show. Indeed, friend. Look at all these great peeps. I love it. Yes, anyone I know who likes to grab a coffee now goes to McDonald's. Tim Horton coffee is likely dishwater, I hear. Yeah, eesh, doesn't sound good, does it? I don't know. Timmy's used to be great. It's one of the only reasons to cross the border. My ex-girlfriend was named Terracotta. Ironically, oh boy, she watered herself frequently. Goodness gracious. Project Cameron. And do check out 30 minutes from now the first Dragon Queen's channel and her powers. She's got a great number of powers. Okay, what are we going to check out with today? Normally we throw Wilton on there to throw me off a building, but I think you guys deserve I think you guys deserve the wizard dance, maybe the bear dance. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, you could definitely redirect to G&G after the stream for sure. But do check out, like I said, please tell them I said hi if you go over to G&G. But do me a favor and do check out today's video if you haven't already, and I would appreciate it. All right, on that note, you guys are so funny. I appreciate you. First Dragon Queen says, I can go early. Well, you can go whenever you want, dear. And thank you for all your support over the years. You guys should be checking out the First Dragon Queen and everything else. She's building her channel. It's a tough grind. I know. The first if it's your first channel, it's going to take you a while. It just is. Yeah. But it's worth it when you get to the end, and it's something fun if you like to do what we do. Tim's is better than Starbucks. That's also true. I don't use Starbucks. I'm a Dutch Brothers guy or a Pete's. So yeah, I like Tim's. I used to anyway. AOAOs for Fridays only. Wizard Dance. What did we do? Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to CultureCasino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin' A.
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt. Thanks, Ms. Pig Cafe. Sending everybody over to G&G. Oh, don't forget about Midnight's Edge coming up here in about an hour as well, along with That Park Place, which is where I will be. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya!